Hello everyone. So today I thought I'll probably talk about a JQL query that I recently wrote. I mean, just a simple query, but there was a question on the community, Atlassian community, and in my opinion, I think even if people start using Jira's native features, even 80% of their features, then I think they don't really need to worry about apps, and they can actually get the most out of the tool. So Jira out of the box is a great tool, but you need to use the features, you need to use uh, the capabilities, or basically get the most out of those capabilities from the tool. And JQL is one such thing that I believe you should try to learn as much as you can. I mean, of course, I'm not really saying that I know each and everything, but I think I know enough to find my way. Now, there was a question about how can I search based on the assignment date. So let us say if you want to search for something like, let me define the problem. So let us say you want to understand what all issues were assigned to a specific user on a specific day. So maybe you want to know if last week on Monday, or last week, or maybe this year, or 2 weeks ago, issues were assigned to someone, a specific user, and you want to know what issues, because issues can always be reassigned to someone else, but at the same time, there is a trace, there is a history. And for this example, what I'll do, I'll probably open one of the issues. So let us say this is the issue, which I believe is a service request. It could be any issue. So basically, right now the issue is not really assigned to anyone. I mean, of course, I can assign it to myself. Let us assign it to myself. So I'll click on it and I'll do the assignment. So let us say this issue is assigned to me, or this was assigned to me at some stage, maybe in the last n number of years, or n number of weeks, or maybe yesterday or last week. So there is a trail. There is a history. So if you look at the history here, there is of course this information, and we are talking about this issue called DST-6. Let me just assign it to someone else. Maybe let me just assign it to one of my other user, which is of course just me. But the issue is now assigned to another user. Technically, it is a different user. Now the thing is that to search based on this information, it is possible, definitely possible, but it is not very straightforward, and it is not really obvious in my opinion. I mean, of course, if you look at the history, you will see the information. And just to give you a very quick idea about how to do the same thing using REST API. So we are talking about DST-6, and we can see here, I think I need to expand the change log. So I'll do probably expand is equal to change log, and now we should hopefully be able to see this history here. So this particular part, histories, is basically the place where you can see what happened to this particular issue. So right now, of course, the very first history item is talking about assignee field. So assignee was changed to someone else, and the thing is that although this information is there in the change log, you can maybe do an export of this information somewhere else. But even within Jira, what you can do is you can always go to the advanced search. I was looking for the word. I wanted to use the word issue navigator, but this is of course issue navigator if you are doing this search using JQL. So basically, if you go to the issue navigator, so we are talking about assignee. So let us first figure out the assignee. So what I need you to do is try to type in assignee is equal to whatever name you're looking for. For example, if I'm looking for my own account ID, so basically what I need this account ID, which is something that I will be using. So based on my, this particular JQL, or this particular issue navigator will fill in basically it will replace the user that you select with the account ID, because that is how things are on cloud. So just copy the account ID, and we'll come back to the account ID. So I'll copy it. Now what we want to do is we want to basically search using something called as assignee, or I believe assignee changed on, or maybe after. So I can do maybe something like -5 week. So what this query will do, it will basically bring in all the issues that were maybe assigned to someone. Basically, the assignee was changed after, or maybe in the last few weeks, for example, or something like that. So maybe you can also do something like assignee changed on, and I believe you should be able to use. Let us try 2022 04, and today is what, 12th? No, today is 13th or 12th. I don't know the date. I think it is. Yeah, I think this is the correct date. So I am not really sure if this is going to work. So assignee changed on. No, it's not really April. Come on, it is. We are still in March. Okay, so this is the. I believe this was the issue. What was it? Yes, this was the issue. So you can also do something like this. Now, this is of course going to show you all the issues that were assigned, or basically assignee was changed on this particular date. But you can further narrow it down for a specific user by doing something like this. You can do 2, and then you can type in that account ID that you initially, if you remember, you basically found out this assignee ID, account ID, not assignee ID, but account ID. So basically using this query, what will happen? Jira will then give you the list of all the issues where assignee was changed on that particular date, or after that particular date, or maybe in the last few weeks. Like, I did -5W. It means that in the last 5 weeks. And you can also use something like 2, so that it will basically show you all the issues assigned to that particular user. So this is of course a very simple way to find out the information based on the date, assignee date, and I believe of course the account ID or assignee. So that is all I wanted to talk about today. Maybe we'll just change it to after -5 weeks. So you have basically issues assigned to someone or this user in the last 5 weeks. And I know it's not very obvious, but when you are playing with JQL, when you are trying to use things based on assignee field, basically when you're trying to search on assignee field, you also have usually some of the operators where you can do something like changed after, or on, and to. It depends. Or was, for example, assignee was, and it depends on. Not each and every field will support it, but you can always use the autocomplete feature to figure out. And also, if you do a simple Google search about these simple examples, how to do this, how to do that, you will be taken to either Atlassian community or Atlassian official documentation, or maybe some great videos like this, or maybe blogs. And this is something that I thought I'll probably share with you today. All right, that is all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.